And Hikaru offered a draw,
which was accepted.
Yeah,
and
I mean,
Wesley could have played a couple more moves, but let's be real,
Yeah.
that was Hikaru wouldn't have lost that position.
all right. So here we see Berlin, the C3 variation, and Hikaru sticks to his guns with D5. Wesley trades. This whole theory, I think, there's many ways to play this. Queen E2. I think castles is the move here.
You know, white always has B4 and these types of. I never know when you're supposed to play B4 and when it's bad, and then black has E4, and this can get either very positional or very sharp. Like you see both types of games happening in this line.
Yeah, I mean, usually it does get pretty positional. White is arguing that, his pieces are slightly more flexible. I mean, the knight on C6 is sometimes a little bit stuck because black has good development, right? If you look at the pieces, black has everything developed and white only has bishop and knight developed. So how can white ever be better? Once again, black's pieces sometimes are slightly stuck, and here goes Wesley with B4. I think maybe knight D2, so you can recapture the knight on C4.
Yeah, you have to support this bishop. I mean, I guess you could do you could even castle here, and black probably wouldn't take on C4, but that seems a little bit outlandish.
Yeah. Yeah, if you trade on C4 and after pawn takes, I think you are just going to lose your bishop after C5.
Ooh.
Well, he goes bishop A3.
The eval bar hated that move. Why?
But why?
Hikaru is a little bit puzzled. This move makes sense. He's threatening B5.
Yeah, he's threatening B5. So curious why the engine hates it.
Takes it.
E4 play by Hikaru. Wait, okay, so Wesley has to take that pawn, right? Because if you take the bishop on E6, E takes F3, you lose.
Is there some bishop takes F2 tactic? I'm trying to figure out what Hikaru has cooked up after D takes E4.
Yeah. Yeah, interesting. But the thing is, okay, so Wesley takes a pawn, Hikaru takes on C4 and goes long castles. He threatens checkmate on D1. Okay. Wesley sees it, of course.
I'm still not seeing why it's so overwhelming. I guess the point is that white's so stuck on the queen side. Knight E5 is an excellent move.
Very nice, yeah. He's trading off the knights, and then like the knight on B1 just cannot develop. And black can get a huge initiative on the king.
And the knight can't even develop to A3 because you put a bishop there. It won't be able to develop to D2. And Hikaru could even consider moves like knight. I mean, maybe not here. He could also just trade on F3 and go rook H E8. And like you said, massive initiative in the center. White's just completely unprepared to deal with, this wide open center that Hikaru has orchestrated. E4 was an all-star move.
Yeah, no, very, very nice move by Hikaru. Going for some sort of long-term-ish compensation in the sense that he's not getting the pawn back immediately. But like you said, the knight on B1 just cannot develop. And what is White going to do here? Yeah, queen E5, very nice move. I mean, how are you going to protect E4? This looks terrible.
Queen E5 was so precise. It doesn't allow C4. B5 is now useless. I mean, this looks borderline lost. And I think a lot of people look at this and say, well, how could it possibly be +2? Well, it's not that there's anything concrete, anything immediate. It's just that white cannot move. And it's only a matter of time before black just starts infiltrating and taking stuff.
Exactly. And the bishop on B6 is also very strong. Black has tactics like knight takes E4 and then knight takes F2 will be a threat because that bishop is, looking at the white king over there. So, yeah, I just don't see what Wesley can do. Maybe he has to go something like bishop C1, bishop F4 to sort of do some damage control, but it's looking very, very tough.
Yeah, especially against Hikaru. And he goes bishop C1 there. Very nice.
Yeah.
And this is concerning for Wesley. I mean, I don't want to jump to conclusions too early, but the fact that Hikaru found this as fast as he did says to me that at least early in the match, his form seems to be excellent. And in the previous game too, he hunkered down. He found what seemed to be a very accurate solution in a dubious position. This bodes pretty well for his match prospects. Now let's see if Wesley can put up a resistance in this very difficult position.
Yeah, and like I said, Hikaru seems to be in very good form in E4. Very, very strong move found very quickly. And yeah, you sort of wonder what went wrong in Wesley's preparation because he expected this line. I mean, Hikaru, the Berlin is Hikaru's main weapon. So I wonder what went wrong there. Did he mess up the move order or something?
Yeah, I mean, Hikaru plays this d5 move for several years now, and nobody seems to be able to properly deal with it. It's kind of weird. I mean, I feel like Hikaru just gets better positions with black on the regular out of that line, and he takes on e4.
Yeah.
Wesley gets his bishop to e3, so at least he's untangling a little bit.
Right. So I guess you'd want to play someone like rook d3 here to increase the pressure, but
Wow.
And he does it.
Look at you. Exactly at the moment he said it. So I'm not sure they're not listening to you. Now, queen g4 check can be met with f5.
Yeah, and then you're sent right back. I guess if queen e2, there's knight takes f2, knight takes f2.
Knight takes f2, beautiful.
Game
over.
And
the bishop, everything is lost.
You just get destroyed on the diagonal, yeah. Knight takes f2 is on the board.
This is what we talked about before the match. You just cannot miss any 1 or 2 move tactic Hikaru is going to see.